Motorsport TV Live, brought to you by Motorsport Tickets, the dedicated motorsport experiences provider.
Hello and welcome to Motorsport TV Live. I'm Diana Binks with all the latest motorsport news. FIA deny Mercedes review request into Verstappen incident, Bottas quickest in second practice in Qatar, and Ogier on top at Rally Monza. All those stories and more coming up here on Motorsport TV Live. The FIA has denied Mercedes a right to review over its decision not to investigate Max Verstappen's driving at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Mercedes had wanted the FIA to reassess whether Verstappen broke the rules in pushing Lewis Hamilton off track at Interlagos, but stewards confirmed earlier this afternoon that they are satisfied with their original decision. The news has been the talk of the paddock, with McLaren team principal Andreas Seidel wanting clarity from Formula One race director Michael Masi about what is and what is not allowed now. Meanwhile, Red Bull boss Christian Horner said his team will lodge a protest over the final races of the season if it sees Mercedes use the rear wing that helped Hamilton to his win in Brazil. Horner believes that Mercedes may have gained straight-line performance advantage through the use of a trick rear wing that is not compliant. But Toto Wolff has said that he is not concerned about the issue, and no doubt we'll see that talking point rumble on over the weekend. And on the track, Valtteri Bottas led Pierre Gasly in Friday's second practice in Qatar. Max Verstappen was third, just ahead of title rival Lewis Hamilton, as drivers got their first taste of the Losail International Circuit in dust conditions. Behind the leaders came Lando Norris and Lance Stroll, with Yuki Tsunoda and Sergio Perez making up the top 8. Earlier in the day, Verstappen went quickest in first practice ahead of Gasly and Bottas. Third practice will take place tomorrow at 11 a.m. GMT, which is 2 p.m. local time, with qualifying to follow later that evening. Antonio Giovinazzi says he will remain professional in his last 3 Formula One races with Alfa Romeo. That's despite being criticised by team boss Frederic Vasseur over a social media post. Alfa Romeo announced this week that Giovinazzi would be leaving the team at the end of the season, with Formula 2 title contender Guan Yu Zhou taking his seat. Giovinazzi wrote on social media that when money rules, it can be ruthless, hinting at the financial backing Zhou will be bringing next year. But Vasseur said on This Week with Will Buxton that he was not a big fan of this kind of attitude. Following his exit from the team, Giovinazzi will move into Formula E after signing with Dragon for the upcoming Season 8 campaign. But the Italian has said he hopes to stay involved with Formula One through his links to Ferrari, potentially as a reserve driver, and told Motorsport TV that he is interested in Ferrari's upcoming hypercar programme in the World Endurance Championship. Stay with us, we have lots more news from the world of motorsport coming up here on Motorsport TV Live. Toyota's Sebastian Ogier kicked off his quest for an 8th World Rally Championship ahead of title rival and teammate Elfyn Evans after the opening morning loop of stages at Rally Monza. The WRC title contenders dominated the early stages at the season finale, held on the slippery, twisty mountain roads in northern Italy. Despite holding a 17-point lead in the title race, Ogier came out of the blocks and dominated 3 of the 4 stages to open up a 6.5-second lead over Evans, who won stage 2. Hyundai's Thierry Neuville ended the morning in third, 27 seconds adrift, but ahead of his teammate Danny Sordo, while Oliver Solberg delivered an impressive display to sit in 5th place. Rally Monza continues, with crews now heading back to Monza for 3 stages, utilising the famous Grand Prix circuit. And of course, we'll keep you up to date with all of the action over the weekend. Yamaha's Toprak Razgatlioglu topped Friday practice for the final World Superbike round of the season in Indonesia, ahead of championship rival Jonathan Rea. Razgatlioglu currently holds a solid 30-point lead in the championship ahead of this weekend's 3 races at the all-new Mandalika Street Circuit. He ended the day just under 2/10 quicker than race factory Kawasaki. The Turkish rider led the way in first practice before improving further with a series of fastest times in the middle of free practice 2 to put himself comfortably ahead of the rest of the field. 6-time champion Ray only managed 10 laps in free practice 1, but he found nearly 3 seconds in a more straightforward second practice, ending up just behind Razgatlioglu in second. Anton de Pasquale topped the opening Supercars practice under the lights at Sydney Motorsport Park. The Dick Johnson Racing driver dominated the half-hour session with his quickest time 3/10 clear of the field. This continues a remarkable run of form for the Australian since the Supercars season resumed in Sydney late last month. Since then, he's taken 6 poles and 5 wins at the Eastern Creek circuit. Brody Koteski ended up second fastest behind de Pasquale. Chaz Mostar and Jacques Lebrock were the other late improvers, slotting into 3rd and 4th ahead of Cam Waters. Practice 2 takes place on Saturday, and we will be bringing you all the news from that session here on Motorsport TV Live. So that's all for now. I'm Diana Binks. Join us again here on Motorsport TV Live for all the latest news from the world of motorsport. But for now, bye-bye.